We've made our way to Homefront Cares. Come on inside with us, let's take a look. Jon Eddy.
I'm Amy Cutler. I'm the program manager at the
Amy,
Homefront Cares.
pleasure. So nice to meet you. Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you for being here.
Well, shall we have a chat and discuss exactly what it is you do?
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
All right, I'm the program manager.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a direct connect with. We work through referring agents all over the state of Colorado. We are a Colorado-only organization.
Perfect.
And so since it's just us here, we've got 2 part-time case managers and myself that process all of these requests to help out veterans, and we actually help out any branch of any service. We help out a few active duty, but it's mostly veterans, some National Guard, some reservists. But our goal is to be able to provide emergency assistance to get them through a hardship.
Okay.
So say there's a gap in pay or they can't work due to an injury that they sustained in the military. They may have a lot of problems, transitioning back from the military into the civilian life. That can be very challenging, especially if they've been in combat and have, had it's a different world. So there's a lot of pieces that need to be, put in place. And what's good is we actually connect with all of the other organizations that help put these pieces together. So say they're getting out and then they can't immediately, they want to just get a job.
Sure.
So, we'll help. We are that piece to bridge assistance. So if they're going to have income coming in, then that's a good place for us to step in and say, hey, we'll get you through this hardship, and we know you're going to be okay until you do get that income. Maybe pay a month's rent.
Sure.
Sometimes we'll look at a car repair or a car payment.
That's awesome.
And when we do anything having to do with a car, we actually will make sure they've got their insurance, make sure they've got their valid registration. Sometimes we will help out with that, because if we're going to help with that, we need to make sure they're legal.
Yeah, that's getting people back on the road street legal.
We're not going to help them when they're not going to be legal. So we will do that.
Now, you said you worked with other organizations to kind of facilitate these processes. What are organizations are you partnering with?
Well, a lot of times, the VA. People might get into their HUD-VASH housing assistance program.
Sure.
They may need help with the security deposit to help get into housing.
Okay.
Or Rocky Mountain Human Services, Volunteers of America.
Wonderful.
And there's a lot, and we love to partner. I've got a ton of partners, like over 40 referring agents throughout the state. Veteran service officers, social workers at the VA as well. They might be working with someone who's struggling because of the, again, it's typically due to their service to to our country that they've served. But sometimes we might lend another hand. Just, hey, they've been homeless and they're in the program, but they just need a little bit more help to get into housing, which is amazing.
First off, thank you for taking some time. Can you tell me your name?
Suzette Ryan.
Suzette, and what's your position?
I'm a case manager, so I work in the program.
So you're directly working with folks?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And what's your name?
Samantha Miller. I'm the development coordinator, so I work in fundraising.
Okay, wonderful. So, first of all, how long have you each been here?
I've been here just over 3 years.
Okay.
Just about 5 months, actually.
What's the satisfaction of getting folks back on their feet, coming from being overseas?
We take on that gap when they are looking for work, haven't quite found work, but they're separating from the military and they need that 1 month's rent because they're going to be evicted and they have some kids, or their utilities are going to be shut off, and we take that step and help them keep those utilities on so that they have heat electricity.
What's the relationship interdepartmentally? Because you've got...
I give away the money.
And I raise the money.
How is it that people can be involved with what it is that you're doing?
Well, our website is thehomefrontcares.org. Pretty easy, all one word. And we try to make it as easy as possible for them to donate. We have a little donate button that's on our website. And there are lots of different ways that you can be involved. So we're actually going to be starting our monthly giving societies as well as giving societies. So we'll have you give monthly, and we'll have special client testimonials that we'll send you in the mail. We'll have a couple of special events for all of our both our monthly givers and our individual givers. So if you have $5,000, you can give it to the Homefront Cares, and then you'll be part of our giving society. And there's also, I'm in charge of the volunteers, and so if people can't necessarily give financially, they can always give their time. We do a lot of events like the Empty Stocking Fund that we need to send volunteers to these events to either help our partners,
and we appreciate that,
or to help us, such as the All Colorado Beer Festival. We have our own table there, and we need volunteers to staff it, so we can always use volunteers.
Awesome.
So I am the development manager with the Homefront Cares.
Okay.
And so we work, myself, and then we have Samantha that works with me. We work in fundraising and development and raising the funds to be able to grant back to the families in need.
That's amazing. So in getting all of that work done, the biggest thing that we were just talking about a moment ago was how is it that you raise all of that money in order to be able to provide, all right, well, we need housing assistance, we need assistance with cars, we need assistance with et cetera, et cetera. What's your biggest challenge in getting all of that together?
You know, I think that we have a very generous community, so most of the funds come from the local community, and they've always been willing to give back to help the veterans and support the veterans that are transitioning into the civilian community. But, you know, I think the further that we get away from 9/11, the further it gets, I think, from people's minds that the veterans are still out there and they're still in need, and just because they're off the battlefield doesn't mean the fight is over for them. The vast majority of our clients, about 75% of our clients, are dealing with a disability. About half of them have PTSD, and so that's something that never goes away. And so that transition into the civilian community can be really challenging for them.
If you had one thing to say to the community at large about what it is that you do here and how to be involved and the importance of it, what would that be?
You know, I think it would be that it's important that we never forget what these individuals, these families have sacrificed for us, and that they're still sacrificing every day, even once they're out of the military. It's, you know, they volunteered to help protect our freedoms, and so I think it's up to us to volunteer to give back to them and help support them. So never forget them, I think, is the biggest thing.
That's awesome. Christina, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.